Okay, 6.2 note, use proportions to solve geometry problems. So we have a couple different, we have a reciprocal property here. So if two ratios are equal, then the reciprocals are also equal. So if I said 1/4 is equal to x/12, that means if I find the reciprocal of both, we still have a proportion set up that is equal. So 4/1 equals 12/x. Okay? What you're really looking for is if you cross multiply the same numbers. So here I'm cross multiplying 1 and 12. Here I'd still cross multiply 1 and 12. We're okay. They're congruent proportions. So in similarity, you'll notice that there are multiple different ways to set up proportions and ratios. And I'm okay using, or with you using whatever way works for you in your head. You just always have to check with me whenever I set up mine if yours is different. Check to see that the numbers that you diagonally multiply, they should be the same as the numbers I'm diagonally multiplying. Then you know that you've set up your proportion correctly. If you interchange the means of a proportion, then you have another true proportion. So 1/4 equals x/12. If I'm interchanging the means would be the number, this number that's across from one another. So I could interchange that, make it 12/4 equals x/1. And that would still work. In a proportion, if you add the value of each ratio's denominator to the numerator, then you form another true proportion. So if I had this original guy, so if I add the bottom to the top, so I get 5/4 is equal to x plus 12/12. So I just took this bottom number, added it to the top, took the bottom number, added it to the top, kept the bottom number. Then we still have equivalent proportions. So complete the statement, name the property that you use. So 6/x is equal to 5/y. That's the same thing as doing 6/5 is equal to x/y. We interchange the means on this one, so that would be number 2. x/12 equals y/26. x/y equals 12/26. Again, we interchange the means, so that would be number 2 again. x/4 equals 7/y. So what they did was they added that 4 to the top, so this would be y, or 7 plus y/y. So that was number 3. They added the denominator to the numerator. If 9/2 is equal to x/y, 11 came from adding that 9 and the 2, so this would be x plus y/y, and again, that's number 3. In the diagram, we know m to n over r to s is equal to n to p over s to t. So write 4 true proportions, and so we're going to make sure that these all work. 8/10 is equal to 4/x. So left over right equals left over right, so the left triangle over the right one. Here, now I'm going to do right over left is equal to right over left, and that one matches up correctly too. Here, 8/4, long side over small side equals long side over small side. That works also. If you notice, I'm still multiplying 8 times x in all of these cases, so that's how I know they are all working correctly. So this one, they took this guy, and now they're adding the bottom number, the denominator, to the top. So I'm adding 10 here, and I'm adding x here. It still works. So that also works. All right, next page. Use the diagram and the given information to find the unknown length. Okay, so a to b over b to c equals a to e over e to d. So this over this equals this over this. Find bc, we're going to label that with an x. So we just plug in the numbers. 6/x equals 12/4. Cross multiply, we get 24 equals 12x. Divide by 12, divide by 12, x equals 2. Here, a to b, which is 12, over b to c, which is x, we don't know that one, equals a to e, which is 18, over e to d, so 33 minus 18, that would be 15. Cross multiply, and I get 18x equals 12 times 15. 180. So divide by 18, x equals 10. In the diagram, BD over DA equals BE over EC. So I'm just going to plug in what I know. B to D, I'm going to label B to D as x and not that whole distance. So x over dA, which is 3, equals b to e, which is 18, over e to c, which is 6. Cross multiply, I get 6x equals 54. Divide by 6, x equals 9. But they want us to find b to a. B to a would be 9 plus 3. So b to a equals 12. And then b to d is just 9. You plan on purchasing a $25,000 vehicle. Recently, a friend bought a $22,500 vehicle and paid $1,575 in sales tax. Assuming the same rate applies, how much should you expect? So they paid $1,575 apart out of their total $22,500. We know we're going to spend $25,000, but we don't know what part we're going to make and purchase. So we get $22,500. X equals, well, these are going to be big numbers, 39375,000, 39 million. We're going to divide that by 22,500, and we get x equals 1,750. Please make sure your answers make sense. If the other person spent $1,500-ish on a vehicle that costs $2,200-ish, if I'm buying a vehicle that's $22,000. If I buy a vehicle that's $25,000, I should spend more than this person, but just by a little, and this is a little bit more. So that makes sense as an answer. You purchase a scale model of a train. The model states that the scale is 1 inch for every 5.4 feet. The model is 10 inches long. How long is the actual train? So we can set this up as 1 over 5.4 equals 10 over x. You can also know that for every inch we have 5.4 feet, so just take this 10 and multiply by 5.4, and we should get an answer of 54 feet. And you would get that if you cross multiplied here, because you would have 54 equals 1x divided by 1 is 54. The actual height of the train is 3.5 feet, so 1 over 5.4 equals, this would go on bottom because it's feet, that's the actual, over the scale model's actual. Cross multiply, I get 5.4x equals 13.5, divide by 5.4 on both sides, and I get that the scale model should be 2.5 inches. Okay, so what you have to do now is you have a 6.2 assignment in Schoology that you need to complete, and then that is the last thing for this week. All that needs to be done by by Wednesday at noon. Then I'll upload grades then. Remember, on Tuesdays and Fridays you have an optional question and answer session. Go to geometry or go to meet.google.com. The keyword is geometry help, and you can get into those help sessions that way. All right, thanks guys.